Hi, so as promised, I'm back with another video. I am going to be planting my sweet corn today. I've got two varieties. Hopefully I've got the name tags in there. Talking about name tags, I had a bit of a nightmare with them. I could never keep the names on them. I ended up buying a paint pen, and that seems to have worked a lot better, and the names actually seem to stay on, but we will have a little look in a minute and see if they are still there. Right, let's see what's been going on with where I'm going to plant my sweet corn. So I've got the one bed just here and the one bed just up here. So I've got the two lots of sweet corn. Hopefully they're not too close that they will cross pollinate, but if they do, they do. It's just one of those things. So let's have a look and see what variety we've got. Now, have I put the name tag in here? Yes, I have. So this side, I know it's sweet corn, but it's rubbed off. But on this side, it's Early King. Now, I don't know whether that's with the paint pen or not. This side's okay. This side that's been near to the soil has rubbed off. So that's something to be aware of. So we'll get these in. Now, these do have red stems and the others don't. So obviously all of the ones in here are that variety. This bed was lower, so what I have done is I put cardboard down, and then I've put my own compost on top, and then these are going to go into there. So hopefully they'll be all right. I've just got to get my trowel. Here's my trusty trowel. So they're probably going quite close together, but I'm just thinking if I start from the centre, that's probably a better idea. So I'll just pull back with the trowel, take them out and pop them in like so. So now I did plant two together, and I was going to take out the weakest one. I'm not very good at that, to be honest. I don't like wasting them, and they both look similar. I think I might have to find somewhere else for some of these to go, because I don't like throwing them away, but we will see. Or maybe I'll put them back in and keep them well looked after, and then if any die, then I've always got replacements. So I think that's what I'll do, is I'll separate them. So that's probably about 12 centimetres, probably a little bit close, but that's what I've got done before, and it's been fine. So I'm going to separate these, and then I'll put the separator, because if there were any really weak ones, I wouldn't be putting them in, but they're all come on pretty strong. So I think looking at the farmers, they've got theirs in and they're pretty high already. This one doesn't want to, that one's just broken, so that one's no good anyway. Being a bit rough-handed, I shouldn't be really. And then once these have gone in, these will just be left to do their thing. So I had to take an intermission because I had a visitor. So it's all finished now. The sweet corn's all in. It's looking a little bit yellow, but hopefully with the compost that's in there, it should be okay. If not, I can always get some chicken manure, which is full of nitrogen, and that will bring it on and give it all of the sustenance it needs. So now we will move on to the next one and find out what variety that is. So we'll move over to here and just place you there, and we'll have a look and see what variety this is. So, pulled it out with it. This one is Swift. I've grown this one before. This one was nice, so hopefully, and grew well. I did put 2 in most of these, but as you can see, a lot of them are only singles, so it was lucky I did put 2 in those. So the other ones obviously are much more prolific germination than these ones. So let's get on and start putting these in. I'll just count up because I've got the same amount of cells, 15, and all of those were doubles, and I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are double with this one, so 10 of them. So only 1/3 of them germinated with doubles, which isn't very good really, but never mind, we'll go with it and pop these in, and hopefully. So I just put a topping on these. I didn't put any cardboard in for the simple reason that it didn't have too many weeds like the other side, so I thought this should be okay, so I just did a topping, so hopefully. But they're definitely ready to move in when you look at the root structure there, but they've been cut off at the bottoms when they've been. That one I'm not sure is going to be much good. I'll save that one and put it in if I've got room. Now this here is the chrysant, which was tiny last year. I'd put it in a hanging basket, but I've moved it there so that I can let it grow on, and I'm going to put it in a tub next time. I've got a huge one in one of my other beds that was tiny, but it seems to have gone mad. So that will go in a container, because at some point we are thinking of moving, and when we do, we can take them with us then instead of leaving them in the ground. So, oh, I've got a 2 one there. How did I put a 2 one in there? I'll just lift that one up. I mustn't have seen that was a 2 one. Doesn't want to break apart. There we go. And then there we go. Doesn't look like we're going to have much room left anyway. I've put a 2 one in there as well. I haven't managed to do that. That's not very good, so whether that will come on, I don't know. But one in the corner here. And one over here. Because I like them having a good old water, I'll just leave that there to give them a bit of a water, and I'll take you around and we'll have a little bit of a look to see what's going on. So over here on my cauliflower, I haven't taken the tops off of here. So as you can see, I have got the pipe work on there and the netting to try and keep all of the butterflies out. I have had a bit of a problem with cabbage. No, the cabbage whites I've kept out, but the problem that I've had is with slugs, but it hasn't been too bad. I'll just let you have a little look. They're looking really well. I don't want to take the top right off. So we do have a bit of, oops. So we do have a bit of slug damage. There's nothing going on down here yet, as in cauliflower wise. There's something tiny going on in there, but they all look pretty healthy, which is good. As I say, we've got an empty one there and we have weeds and things around. Here is the other one that I just haven't watered that one yet. I have put over here a tomato plant. So this is meant to be a tumbling tom. I'm not so sure if it is, but I'm not sure where I bought it, but that's the right variety looking at it. But we will see. Right, so here we have some nice weeds, but the stinging nettles are good for butterflies. This is a pear tree. I'm just trying to make it a bit of an espalier one so that we can train it somewhere eventually. This is an olive tree that wasn't happy with the very wet winter, so this year I'm going to be putting it into the polytunnel. I've got a nice apple tree here with no apples. I don't think that liked the very wet winter either. Over here we've got raspberries, and as you can see we've got some raspberries there. Initially I wasn't getting any raspberries because the birds were eating them all, but now I'm getting enough that we can all share. This I thought was one bush, but it's a black currant and red currant bush, so I need to have a good look at that soon. And here we also have some raspberry canes, so I'm going to have a good cut back in the winter. Now I believe that the red currant and the black currant are different. So the red currant grow on old growth and the black currant grows on new growth. So when I decipher which one's which from the base, I will be moving one of them, red or black currant, and from there I've got some red currants there, and it's been lovely because I've been able to have some red currant and strawberry or raspberry desserts, which has been lovely. Now, as I said, we do have lots of weeds. So in here, I do believe that I've got some plants, but I've got lots of weeds as well. So I need to sort that out. I've got potatoes there, voluntary ones from last year. However, the ground's so hard, I can hardly get any of those out. Over here, I do have some strawberries. So these were new ones this year from newly moved shoots. Now, if I have a look down here, I have got a huge strawberry. So I might just try it. Let's see if this tastes as nice as it looks, because sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. that tastes as good as it looks. Mm. Mm. That is lovely. Go up to the next bed. So this has got a cauliflower in here and more beetroot there. It has got a thornless blackberry there. So that needs cutting back this year and it's not looking very happy. I don't think it's getting enough water in the raised bed. I need to water it maybe a little bit more. This was spinach, but it's gone over. I think that these are Welsh walking onions, so I'll just leave them to do their thing and take the tops off if I want them. Another cauliflower down here, that's left over from a celery. As you can see, it was huge. So I have been cutting back some of the overgrowth, and my acer there looks a bit like an acer kind of stinging nettle, but never mind. Down here we've got some lettuce that's gone over and a cauliflower. It's all a bit messy here. I do need to sort it out. As here I've got some spinach there, but the animals will like that, so I'll give that to them. This bed here just got completely overgrown, so I need to start. I've cut back all of the foliage around, so I just need now to start on here. I do have potatoes in and I have taken some of those up. They were from last year, but the ground is so rubbish over there. I just need to keep putting mulch over there from the animals' bedding, and hopefully next year it might be a little bit better. But this one here just got covered in stinging nettles and I just gave up on it. So I need to be a little bit better next year, but sometimes you can only do what you can do. So we have had, quite a few bits and bobs, so I'm quite happy about that. I never pretend that I'm perfect, so I'll just do what I can when I can. So this is a strawberry bed as well. This is my initial one. This year I need to take out all of the old strawberries and take the runners off and put the runners in there, or maybe into another bed. Maybe I'll put something, maybe I'll just have that one as a flower bed next year. So I've got chives here. I've been cutting these back and drying these up. I've got, again, some more beetroot, a cauliflower. This was meant to these ones outside were meant to be sacrificial ones, but they've done quite well, to be fair. And here we've got turnips. The goats love the turnip heads and the turnip. As you can see down here, they're snowball turnips, but they do really like them, the goats as well, so that's good, so it feeds them. And here is my chrysanth that I talked about earlier on, and I do have some heads, so it is going to flower quite nicely, I think, eventually. But this was tiny when I put it in here, and now it's huge, so it's going to have to go into a container this year, and then all the containers can go into the polytunnel together, and hopefully they will survive okay. I do just leave my chrysanths in the ground and hope for the best. So in my polytunnel, I've got calendula there, which is going a little bit over, but the goats like to eat that as well. You can see all my salt there because I've salted all down the back. That's the only way that I can get to there to kill all the weeds off. So I'm hoping that the weeds will be killed off with the salt. We will see. More chives. I love chives. I love garlic. So that's that. That's not looking very healthy, but it looks like it could do with the water. So I'll do that. You don't know whether to water them. You're watering them too much, not enough. I don't know. Banana plant that seems to be happy in here. Sorry if I'm making you feel sick. I don't mean to. Now in here, I think this is a weed. It's meant to be a monkey-faced orchid, but I've got a feeling that it's a weed. I was hoping, I put seeds in and hoping that it was what it was meant to be, but maybe not. I took cuttings of lavender, so they've all come on, so they'll be going to friends and family. Another tomato plant coming up here. This tomato plant here was an offshoot, but that seems to be my strongest tomato plant of everything. So I think next year I'll get one tomato plant and take the shoots off and use those because they seem to be a lot stronger. My basil got eaten initially, but that's coming on. This is my pepper plant, which has flowers on there, so I'm hoping that that'll be okay. I've got some little lettuces there, and then I've got this lemon verbena, which smells lovely. Oh, it smells like sherbet, so I use that for my tea. So I'm going to put some of that outside next year, and it is flowering. So I think that's about it. I do have blackcurrant bushes here. They were prolific last year, but not much this year. So we'll see how they go next year. I have got blueberries here. So if you can see here, some blueberries, and over there, blueberries. So yeah, so we do have blueberries. But when I come to my raspberries, this is what I find. So I find that they've already been and eaten them. And at the top there, can you see that they've eaten all of those as well? So, but never mind, share and share alike. This is another blueberry. I don't know the varieties. So that's some there. And that's a different variety, but that one over there is the same variety as the other two. Sorry, I can't tell you what they are, unfortunately. That's it for me for today. If you've been here before, I hope you enjoyed it. If it's first time, if you enjoyed it, subscribe. They will improve. I haven't done them for a little while, so I've got a little bit of catching up to do with remembering what I need to do, how to do it, and all of that sort of stuff. More technical side stuff than it is to do with the gardening and everything. But yeah, hopefully, come back and see me again. Next time, what will I be doing next time? I know I've got to put some sunflowers in. I've got quite a few ones that have come on, so I want them to come through so that then I can give them to the goats and they can eat the sunflower heads. But so that's probably what I'll be doing next time. Maybe something with the animals in between, but we'll see. Anyway, for now, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.